Yeah, when we look at the dividend space, we like dividends in general. Dividend-paying stocks have outperformed non-dividend-paying stocks, and it's an asset class that investors are increasingly looking at. But within the dividend space, we actually think that a lot of investors miss what's the best opportunity, and that opportunity in our mind is what we call the super dividends, which are companies that pay in the range of 6 to 20% dividend yield, so pretty high. And what we do is we build a global portfolio of these stocks and essentially look at some of the top 100 dividend-paying companies around the world, and we equal weight them in our portfolio, so 1% position in each one of those companies.
So the strategy of looking at stocks that pay dividends is still in vogue, even with the stock market's advance that we've seen so far this year? Because there was a while that people were thinking, oh, the dividend story's played out. I guess not.
Yeah, well, I think it's fair enough to ask whether the dividend story has been overplayed because there's a lot of focus on it. In our opinion, by looking at a number of studies, dividend-paying stocks valuations are not out of whack relative to historical valuations. They still seem attractive. Dividend-paying stocks over the long term tend to do better than non-dividend-paying stocks. And specifically, when you look at where people participate in the dividend-paying universe, a lot of it is focused on stable dividend payers, dividend growers. But there's not a lot of focus on, in fact, a lot of indices and a lot of funds automatically eliminate or cut, say, dividend-paying companies that pay more than 10%. So we specifically focus on that category.
So some of the newer dividend payers, like an Apple or maybe some other tech names, would not make it into your ETF?
They would very likely not make it. A lot of the companies that end up making it in the U.S., say, would be companies such as mortgage REITs or MLPs that tend to have very high dividend yields. Or internationally, if you look at Europe, telecoms, in places like Australia, banks, in emerging markets, a lot of consumer staple, consumer discretionary. So it really depends on the region and the market.